Bet you didn't expect to see us sitting here, did you?
Stay right there because the first ever teacher edition of Wctv will be right back. In case you haven't already noticed, there have been a few changes going on this week in the studio.
Yeah, unfortunately, a few of the WCTV staff members couldn't make it today because, well, let's just say there are a few bananas missing from my office this morning. I have a pretty good idea of who took them.
You've really been cracking down lately, haven't you?
I know I'm pretty amazing, but I'd be happy when this teacher gig is up so I can get back to my real job of disciplining the other team out on the football field.
Yeah, assistant principal by day, All-American linebacker by night. I bet there's a lot you don't know about the secret lives of our teachers. Let's toss it over to Mr. Allers for our first ever teacher feature.
Question.
Mr. Allers, what did you do this weekend?
Well, that's a good question, Kelsey. I stayed home this weekend and I arranged all the silverware in my kitchen drawer by alphabets. And I also sorted through my Band-Aids in order of largest to smallest. Yes, Damien.
Do you even have a life?
Okay, class, today we are going to discuss the meaning of life. But what is life exactly? Well, Webster's dictionary defines it as the characteristic state of or condition of an organism that has not died. It also defines it as something that students think teachers don't have. But do they? But what do the students think? Do teachers have lives? Let's find out.
Well, I'm guessing Mr. V probably mows his yard, and Mr. Allers plays a lot of video games.
Probably read books or something.
Well, they come into Fairway a lot and buy Doritos and Red Baron pizzas.
I'm guessing that history teachers watch the History Channel, and probably science teachers watch the Discovery Channel.
I tell you what, you guys could not be more wrong about the secret lives of teachers. To find out more, we went straight to the staff members themselves.
Well, a lot of the FFA kids laugh at me because they know what I do sometimes outside of school, but a lot of activities I enjoy doing at home. I really love to mow, as weird as that might sound. And then I spend a lot of time outside just tinkering on some things, do a lot of woodworking. I also enjoy putting puzzles together, build my own picture frames for them. And then I do the usual things that kids don't think teachers do, but I enjoy playing PS2 as well and getting together with friends and having a nice rivalry of NCAA football or something like that.
Well, on my off time, I love to go to Mexico, of course, once a year. It's always fun. And camping is very fun in the summer. And we hang out with our neighbors a lot at camping.
Well, in my spare time, I'm usually doing the mom thing, working around the house, doing things for my son that's in high school here, and going down to Ames to hang out with my daughter who lives down there.
During my free time, I like to do a lot of things with my kids. It's probably not a secret that I have kids, but it's really been fun, like reinventing my childhood. I like to play games and sit down on the floor and put puzzles together and just, do a lot of things that kids like to do. I also like to go on walks and go to Iowa State basketball games, and pretty much anything outdoors in the summer is what I like to do the most.
So, whether it's mowing the lawn, visiting the beaches of Mexico, being a mom, or checking out a hockey game, when students ask, do teachers have lives, we can say, yes, we do. I'm Matt Allers, and now that the bell's sounded, my life is over.
Thanks, Mr. Allers, for that great story. But I gotta admit, even I'm starting to find out that teachers, besides me, of course, do have lives outside of school. Quit touching my stuff. What do you think you are doing?
Whoa, big fella, calm down a little bit. This isn't your desk in the office. This is the WCTV anchor desk.
I just don't like it when people touch or move my stuff. It gets on my nerves. Not only does stuff get on my nerves, but it also gets on the nerves of other teachers around the building who have their own pet peeves. Miss Olson's got the scoop on this next story. Miss Olson?
Chewing gum, talking in class, not handing in your assignments, all make teachers' top 10 lists of things that really irks them. Here's a scoop on what really annoys your teachers. What do you think bothers your teachers?
When kids talk in class.
Okay, taping Ecker's markers, stapler, mouse, desk, you know, the usual. When disrespectful students skip school.
Out of all those annoying things kids do, Miss Barnabas has this to say about her pet peeves.
My pet peeves are when kids borrow a calculator and don't return it, when they miss school and don't figure out what work, they don't ask what work they have to make up, and I really hate it when someone asks, what are we going to do today? With the missing calculators, it's not too much, just usually when I'm not paying attention. I try to check before the kids leave each class period to make sure all the calculators are back, but once in a while I'm not paying attention and they sneak one out. So if you have calculators, 82 or 64, I'd appreciate them back. As far as kids asking, what are we doing today? It happens about every day, and it kind of drives me crazy because on the back of my board, I have a plan of what we're doing every day, and for about 5 days before each day, I tell them, here's what we're doing today, here's what we're doing the next day, here's what we're doing the next day. So if they're here, they should be clearly informed as to what we're doing today. As a calculators, I just nicely ask if someone accidentally slipped a calculator out of the room, if they could return it, and sometimes I get on my knees and beg and ask for them to return them. I keep the little reminder up on my board asking them to turn them back in. As far as in answering the question, what are we doing today, sometimes I say, are you serious? And then I tell them to look back at the backboard, and then I usually ask them their classmates to explain to them what we're doing today, to show them that yes, we do actually, you should actually know what's going on. And then I nicely explain to them what we're doing today.
Now that you've heard what she has to say, do you think you'll be better in class? So whether you want to be an angel or get under your teacher's skin, use the previous information with caution.
Thank you, Miss Olson, for reminding the kids of what they shouldn't do if they want to stay on our good side. But for all you students who just realized that you do have some of these bad habits, listen up, because Miss Kramer has 10 helpful techniques in the ancient art of sucking up.
You are just the best. You put on, you know what I'm telling you? The best prom in America, I think. No one does it better than you. And this cafeteria, how do you do it?
Wonderful.
You maintain control. You know what? I have 5 kids.
Brown nosing, otherwise known as sucking up, is a scientifically proven technique used by students since the medieval times to become a teacher's favorite student. So, how do students perfect those methods? Well, here are some tips which will have every student on every teacher's top 10 list. Bring treats. Food or office supplies are always welcome. Help a teacher maintain control in the classroom.
What did you do this weekend? Nothing much. Teacher tells you she's trying to teach us.
Ask if you could help do something for the teacher.
Senorita, do you have anything I can do for you today? Copies, grading papers?
Be very interested in the teacher's subject matter.
Miss Eklund, do you know where I can learn more on meiosis and mitosis and cell structure? I just love that stuff.
Be nice and follow the rules.
Look, I filled out my planner. I followed the rules very well. Can I please go to the restroom?
Awesome. You're a great student. You can go to the restroom.
These sucking up tips may or may not work for every teacher. However, remember, it's always okay to simply be nice. This has been Mrs. Kramer reporting for Wctv. Now let's send it back to the studio to those two people we all love to brown nose, the very competent Mr. Hunt and the always fearless Mr. Elkin. Take it away, guys.
Me? Fearless? Well, I must say I'm just flattered.
Yeah, me too. Keep this up, and I see a promotion in your future, Mrs. Kramer, because that statement brought a tear to my eye.
Well, this wraps up this very special episode of Wctv.
Nice job to all the jazz band members who competed at state on Tuesday, and to all the conference art show participants, and good luck to the FFA members who are currently at state convention in Des Moines.
We hope you all have a great weekend, and remember, I'm watching you.
And it's time to tap dance.
Remember, it's always good to just be nice. Remember, no. Okay, sorry.
We know what Mr. Elkin does in his spare time. He plays football and lifts weights, and